It's Monday night. Welcome to another episode of Loud Pedal. I'm your host, Michael Clark Griswold, trusty co-host, The Mouth, Brian Huslinger, and our guest is eating dinner right now, and then he will join once he is ready.
The OG.
The OG.
Ryan Christian.
Right? Yeah, the OG. He's texting me right now.
So I guess both Jersey tracks have a race this weekend.
Both Jersey tracks racing against each other. Got the rain date for the Doug Hoffman Memorial / points opener at Bridgeport this weekend, and Super Dirt Car Power in the Pines at Egypt.
I think Godin's going to win it.
I don't think so.
Godin's got experience at that track and experience on Hoosiers.
So does Shepard.
So is Anthony Perego.
So
those are the three guys I'd pick. Oh, fuck him.
I don't know, man. I think Loudon Reimert's a dark horse. He knows his way around that track, and he's been getting good with the big block stuff. So
yeah, he's against too much talent. He's gonna learn.
Well, he's gonna learn today.
I wonder where Stangel's going.
He'll be at Bridgeport for the points opener.
Crazy.
He's running points there this year.
We'll ask our guest tonight where he's going.
He'll be at Bridgeport too.
So we'll
anybody running points at Bridgeport will be at Bridgeport this weekend. I'm assuming. I mean, you miss one race, and that could put you out of the points battle.
Yeah, and if you don't have the money on to get a set or a couple sets of Hoosiers and a big block,
yeah, because you can't run a small block.
You can run a 410 sprint car motor, right? Still,
they penalize you if you run a small block. I think
30 points. It used to be
and
anyway.
But who cares?
Those guys aren't. Those guys down there aren't. They're not regulars, so they don't. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. It's not like they're gonna be racing for points.
Yeah.
It's probably the only Super Dirt race they'll hit this year. Because they don't come. Do they do Big Diamond again this year?
I don't know.
I think they do. So that's the only two races they have around here will be New Egypt and Big Diamond. When's the last time they had a dirt race at Grandview?
Years ago.
That's
all I can say. Years ago.
Early 2010s, like 2012, 13, 14, somewhere around there.
Probably about that, and then that was it.
Yeah. Is that when Thunder of the Hill started?
No more STSS there. I don't even think STSS was ever there.
No, I don't think that. But
I don't know why he doesn't. That'd be a good show there. I think, in my opinion.
I think it has a lot to do with the promoter of that Thunder on the Hill series.
Whoever that was.
All their special shows are Thunder on the Hill shows, so it has to come down to whoever that promoter is. I think his name's like Bob something.
Yeah, he was being a dick. Or he just
he's being a
didn't
dick.
work out. Didn't work out business.
I guess he just doesn't want Theo there or whatever.
Right.
I guess their thought is like the special shows normally are sprint cars.
Yes.
So
he wants to keep it that way. He wants to keep that way. That's his.
Yeah.
You're in Pennsylvania. You're in PA for Christ's sakes. So
yeah. They have the high limit races coming up. I'm pretty sure soon.
Yeah.
There at Grandview. And then obviously the USAC Eastern Storm will be there later.
Oh yeah.
June. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to the action track.
I can't wait for Eastern Storm because I got screwed last year with the rain out.
I didn't know where to go, so I didn't go anywhere. I saw once at Bloomsburg. It was I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
because I could see the Nashville guys run.
Is Bloomsburg still a thing?
No,
closed.
I think so. I think they're closed down now. Yeah,
because of the freaking
winders.
People around there like, oh my god, we bought this house next to this racetrack and it's so loud.
Yeah, and you're like, we're 25 miles away from it, and we faintly hear it.
Yeah. There's too much dust. Our cars are getting dirty.
Then go back where you came from, because that the fairgrounds itself at Bloomsburg has been around longer than Orange County by 2 years.
Yeah.
That's back in the mid 1850s. That's how long.
They'd be like buying a house by Port Royal. And I'm like, oh my god, it's so dusty and loud. I can't take it.
Oh, that's the best seat in the house.
Oh fuck yeah!
For us, it would be, yeah.
And they pressure wash your house for you twice a year, apparently. The track does.
And I
Or
think
they hire somebody.
I think got lifetime free tickets and all that shit. That's the place to go to.
Oh my god, I've been to one race there, and it was amazing. The facilities are amazing. The tracks. Amazing.
Everybody told me get my ass there.
Dude, that's
when I get better, I have a plan.
I've never been to Eldora, but you know Eldora is widely considered like a premier
Port Royal
facility.
Is living up to that.
I think Port Royal's right there with them. Yep. Right
Every year he's always improving something, lighting or this turn, wall, whatever. Always.
Granted, they don't have the big money shows that Tony Stewart has, but
Tony Stewart's drag racing.
Yeah. I don't know if he's done $1 million race this year or not. I don't think he is.
I don't know.
Yeah, the one like last year, who won that? Schuhart.
Yep.
Logan Schuhart won the $1 million race.
Port Royal is also paying $5,000 to win every week. That's pretty good.
Yes, for sprint cars and super lates.
Yeah,
that's insane.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that's what it's got to be, though.
You got to put the money up or shut up.
Yeah, I mean, those guys can't afford to race for $2,000 weekly or $2,500 weekly.
Nobody can anymore.
Well,
but do you put all the money? Do you go top heavy though, with the purse?
Is it top heavy? I'm sure it is.
I don't know.
I'm sure it is.
Do you go top heavy, or do you like? I like it to be spread.
Just I can pull it up here. Let's see. My new computer setup I got going on. You know, it's bullshit. I had to get my HVAC system replaced last week.
Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of which, Kevin's gonna get a hold of me on this apartment job. Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin. Did I get a good deal? I paid $10,000 for a 23 SEER 3-ton heat pump.
Mr. Jones.
I don't even know if he's watching, so who knows?
Probably not. Nobody is right now, right?
Bro, what are you doing? Yeah. Hold on, I gotta get the dog because.
Which one? Puppy or Zeke?
The puppy, because I'm sure Mr. Roger's watching. He's gonna want his weekly puppy fix.
Yeah.
Raven, come here. As we kill time before the OG joins us. I guess it would be under.
It was a boring weekend.
It was a boring weekend.
There was like nothing on.
Nah, there was some super late model races, wasn't there?
I know. Yeah, Brownsville or Brownstown or something.
And they raced there, and didn't they race at Atomic as well?
Yeah, on Sunday. I think that was on Sunday. I believe so.
I didn't watch any of it. I was busy.
Devin Moran won on Saturday. I have no idea who won on Sunday.
Dog's being lazy as shit, laying there on the kitchen floor staring at me.
Matt's excited because they have stock cars going to New Egypt.
Come here, boy. Raven, come here.
There's Zeke the Geek.
Zeke bit one of the guys installing the AC unit on Friday.
He knows. Davenport won Sunday at Atomic.
Well, Davenport was close to winning Saturday night, wasn't he?
I know.
Wasn't he right there?
No, because every time I put on the live late model show, what does it do? It rains out. So I didn't bother.
Come here. You're becoming famous, dude.
Yes, you are. You might be the new mascot.
It's getting heavy. There we go. There's your weekly.
Oh, you got big.
Yeah.
He wants to go. He wants to go screw around.
Yeah, he's getting big. Get the hiccups.
Oh,
What?
does he?
Yeah. On TV. Yeah, he's getting big. Look at him.
Shit.
How big this boy's getting. He's like 30 pounds now.
How many?
30.
Wow.
And he's 14 weeks.
You're gonna be a big boy.
Yeah, he eats 4 cups of food a day. Fat fuck. He's trying. Look, he's over there sniffing food now.
Yeah.
You already ate today, you fat ass.
You would think go kill a groundhog or something.
Yeah. No. Hey, don't eat the wall.
He's hungry. What is he supposed to eat?
People keep telling me to switch him to a raw diet. That sounds expensive as shit, though.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you could cook for him, both of them, every night if you want.
No, fuck, I don't even like cooking for myself.
You can make a bunch of shit chicken and stew meat for him. And some egg, like a raw egg. I don't know. Some veggies.
No, I'm just gonna give him dog food.
They have the packets, the real food packets for them already. They
Oh
have
yeah,
them.
no. Yeah. I've seen it in the grocery store.
There's
What's up,
John
John?
Coco. What's up, Johnny? I think it's gonna be go down wins it Saturday at New Egypt.
That's a tough one.
He's
That's a
real
tough
good
one.
there.
You go, Money Matt.
Oh, so the farmer's dog is called. My
What's
wife.
that? Is that the food?
Yes.
The raw stuff.
Yeah, because my sister-in-law has a 95-year-old dog, and now she's all peppy now. So switching to the
Tonight, Mike
What
tonight is
cards?
Ryan Cratchin, but he's eating dinner right now. Waiting for him to finish up. Oh,
Ryan-
Mike, I was watching Mike's live feed. I think it was either last night or the night before on TikTok because he was putting his car together.
Mike Fowler or Craig?
Yeah, Mike Fowler.
Roger wants to know what cards Money Matt Saturday. The 88.
Buzz Chew. Yeah.
Buzz Chew.
Buzz Chew 88.
Chew. No, not Chew. Chew.
Well, Mahaney may turn some heads Saturday. Who knows?
He's gonna piss somebody off. Because you know who's gonna be with him.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Mahaney's actually pretty good down there.
Will she be there? Or will she go with brother Billy to Bridgeport?
I don't know.
Yes, your panel for your traction control. Yes, I was watching that.
All right, good boy, Mike. What did you be discreet about it?
Okay. I mean, you gotta let everybody know. You gotta let all the haters know.
What do you think, John Coco? My co-host picked Money Matt.
I did.
I picked Go Down.
I mean, it's tough to pick against the 9S, honestly, but
yeah, he's only a 10-time champion and a past track champion there.
Yeah, exactly. He won there last year for the short track super series.
Yeah,
I believe.
Oh, and he won the Cannonball Run last week too.
And he wins everything.
Yeah, he wins everything he's in.
Fowler's the biggest cheater in Central New York.
It's only cheating if you get caught, John.
That's it. You know, kind of like you guys did with the toll tire deal.
Don't count Perigo out. So what, Mike go down and just spray with his tires? You're welcome, Mike.
What?
I got you. I like you both, but you know, if you ain't getting caught, you ain't cheating. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's it. Yep. Shots fired. Yeah. You got to play in the gray area.
Put water in their fucking generator. Lightning Larry will probably be there.
Yeah, probably.
It's all about the gray areas.
It's all about the gray areas.
We love playing the gray areas. It's how you interpret the rules. It's gonna be hard to beat. I still think Money Matt wins championship this year.
Money Matt? It's
Yeah,
possible.
I think so.
A brown car Saturday.
I'll poop on it. Then it'll be brown.
I don't know if I like that brown car. I might get like it's like a throwback thing or whatever, but
Morning boys. Cody Monaco.
morning. It's almost bedtime. Shit.
Yeah, really. A long day
My
tonight.
old ass. My old ass. It's different. It's definitely different.
What? The color
Go
scheme?
down
I like-
brown car.
I like the black and white.
I like the black and white too.
Maybe
I
he'll
like the
reverse.
black and white.
Maybe he'll reverse it and go white and black.
I do like a white race car. I
Man,
think
do you
they're
work
sharp
though?
looking.
I think Crazy
Huh?
should go fluorescent for his car, like the shirts we got. That's what I think.
I love Krachen's his black car.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I think it's
we gotta go down there. Still some parts.
beautiful. Still some parts.
Yeah, we're gonna
Well,
build a second car.
Oh yeah. We got the hood. Roger's still at work. Oof.
He works for the state, so he's not really working. Go home.
You gotta make the money while it's there because it ain't always there.
No, it's not. I'll tell you that right now.
We're slow as shit at work.
I'm not. I'm looking at a couple things here and there. Obviously, I can't do anything right now. Nope. You want shit done, but you want to spend a little money. So you're wasting my time. Now you motherfuckers. Now I've been adding gas into my
People are good for that.
Yes, they are. I might just be done.
They want all this shit. Dude, we had a lady 2 weeks ago. Her water service is leaking underground. Gotta dig it up, replace it. 30-foot long, 42 inches deep or whatever, and it's run right over top of the sewer line and gas line. So digging's gonna suck ass. She's like, "Yeah, you guys can do that for $1,000, right?" I'm like, "For $1,000 deposit, we'll go ahead and book the call."
We'll look at it for $1,000. Here's a handshake and get the fuck out of here. Don't ever call me again for $1,000.
$1,000, lady.
Oh, why are you so hot?
Not so good.
Yeah, I know. I got a whole apartment we're looking at. Now, my wife did some designing, moving some walls, this, that, and the other thing. I had a plumber down there. Kevin Jones was supposed to be down there. And I got my guys. It's like a whole renovation. It's probably going to be like 40 to 60,000 with material, labor, with everything. It needs to get the fuck, it's set. It needs to get the hell out of there. Why so much?
Yeah.
Because you know what the place looks like, right?
Chill.
Yeah. Now it's not going to be, and you get top price for it.
I remember somebody was trying to get a few race lease from Middletown.
Oh yeah, who, Cody?
It's possible.
Anthony Monaco.
Yeah. I don't want to see the track sit.
The track's been around since 1919.
Yeah, so you don't want to see it sit. You don't want to see a track close.
No. That's my.
We don't have enough.
That was my Saturday night home. I've seen everything and probably everybody race there.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Now, because that track,
I drove past.
My son is now a Matt Shepard fan. Okay. He was happy when he picked him to win too. Wait, Daddy, what's his nickname? I said Superman. Oh yeah, definitely Superman. It's gonna beat Money Matt, and he won. Sunday Racing Monster Sportsman. Yeah, who's going to that? No one.
Why would they race Sunday?
Who wants to lease it? Yeah, why Sunday? How about get rid of the
There ain't no
Motocross
tracks.
track. I put the pits out there.
There ain't no tracks around there competing with them on a Saturday night, is there?
No, the closest thing nearby to them, we either go to Southern Tier or the Valley or Fonda. That's a couple hours.
Yeah. So why run Sundays?
They're not. Who's leasing the races?
Mm-hmm. Do you hear the dogs in the background?
Yes, I do. They're being jackasses.
Dude, it's like a goddamn zoo. What they're trying to pull cars.
Who is?
Yeah, Cody. Who?
Mike Fowler? Is he listed it?
Yes.
In the James Bond 500?
Who's everybody got winning the Super Dirt race? Saturday.
Who do I got? You know who I said.
Well, no, I'm trying to get the people to interact here while we kill some time waiting for Hollywood.
Craig?
Yeah.
No. Clark's not
Easter
going to
weekend.
Georgetown anymore. Yeah, no.
Now we're going out for my dad's birthday Friday.
Yes. Mr. Mike.
Yeah, Mr. Griswold.
Mr. Griswold, that's right. Go ahead, you owe me money? Cody, who? Who, Cody?
You guys funding a big block for me? They're running Sportsman.
There's probably like 100,000 of those.
All I know is the meeting is set, is all I can tell you.
Oh, stop. Meeting of the minds, right? A bunch of assholes.
Yep. Chill out, dude.
With that little guy or the other one? Zeke?
That was a little guy. Raven. Hey. We don't play.
Yes, you can, Matt.
Sure you
sign
can.
any papers? Did you sign any
Matt,
papers?
Matt, have someone else tell us your prediction. It's kind of like the pitcher from the Dodgers having his translator bet for him.
Cody Indy was here, and he left. Was it the hard clay after hours?
Oh yeah, is that still a thing?
I guess. I don't even know if I have a group. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's still there.
Is it?
It's self-efficient though. It just takes care of itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? It takes care of itself. We don't have to. They don't do shit with it. It just.
Oh yeah, I changed the picture. That's all I did. I was bored.
My son said Borrego. See, there you go.
There you go. Anthony's gonna lease the track. Oh, your son said Borrego. How about the cat? Who does the cat want?
Or the dogs. Who's the dogs picking?
I don't think you let him have a dog anymore.
Oh, I thought he had a dog. You have dogs?
He used.
I thought Roger had dogs.
Oh, I don't know. He still has one. Matt, do you still have a dog? Come on, Cody. Spill the beans, Cody.
Anybody got any questions for Mr. Creighton when he comes on?
All right, Cody Michaels will have more info for us next week. He promises.
The dog would still pick a winner.
The mice is blind, not the dog.
Usually the
dog's under the porch.
Are blind too.
Listen, the dog is under the porch, and the mice are blind. Right?
Super Dirt Cars officials are blind, so.
Oh yeah, when you go to Grandview. Oh, Von Dorn won. Did Let Taylor come back on there or no?
No, it didn't.
Right.
I forgot to pay the electric bill.
Yeah, so someone can go home and get their Batmobile.
Dog says rough. Not sure who that is. Maybe Felix Wild.
Hey, Matt, will Fred be there?
No, Fred's never at the race, is he? He watches on the cameras at home.
Watch from there so you get right over. A lot of people take a shot at him.
I think he watches the security cameras from home or some shit. I'm pretty sure it's what we were told once. Joey will be there.
Who?
But probably not. Joey.
Oh, he don't care.
The cook,
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
cook
don't,
general manager.
yeah, I don't give a fuck. Just have a good time.
Yeah. He'll
Well,
be there.
Fred will be
Fred
there. So
Oh,
Fred
shit.
Fred should be an honorary starter on the track and see how long that lasts.
Here we go. You ready?
What's up, guys?
Yeah. Oh, come
What's going on?
man. You're a fucking half hour late, dude.
Half hour late. I told Mike 8 o'clock.
That information was never communicated to me.
That was communicated to you before, like a half an hour ago.
Oh, see, 4 strokes, Mike. I tend to forget some things.
I was golfing.
You're golfing today?
Of course. Yeah, I was with Stangl, Perenni, and Papias.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
What'd
That's
you,
just like a fake.
how'd you shoot?
Huh?
How'd you shoot today?
Me and Pap won. We bet him. So we I forget what the bet was, but by the end of it, the Icy and Brenny owed us a lot of money.
Nice.
But I cut it back. I'm a good friend, so I told them they could just buy me a beer. But
Hey, still a good deal.
yeah.
Where you going
Everybody
Saturday?
What, this Saturday? New Egypt. Or not New Egypt, Bridgeport.
Why?
Told you.
Why?
Because we're running for points.
That's my home track all season. That's where we're racing this year. So we'll be down at Bridgeport. $5,000 to win, or $6,000 to win actually. So Doug Hoffman Memorial, big race down there, and I mean it sucks that there are 2 big shows scheduled against each other. You know, I'd really like to go to the Super Dirt Car Series race over at New Egypt, but I think that going to Bridgeport is the better option for us, especially.
Yeah, everybody's going there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's points or what, but I'd like to get a little jump start on the season, even if it's not a points race. Go there, try and compete for 6,000, and try and learn some stuff for the season. Get faster.
It is 100% a points race.
Oh, here, let me angle that up a little bit.
Plus, Matt Rozier claims that the purse was cut at Bridgeport because that's the opposing track to where he works.
Any Friday night plans this year or no?
Every here and there. So here I'll fucking.
Go to Accord. Go to Accord.
Accord.
Yep.
Actually, let me see how this is down here because I like that better. Yeah. Accord. Yeah. I had it like propped up on my printer. No, Accord. I think it might be on the schedule once this year. So we might make our way up. I'm gonna find the car with the
that track is a little bull ring.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the car with most banged up body and bring that.
Yep.
Whichever one that is.
Go with nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, you can go with that.
Just rub rails.
Just rub rails.
Just rubber.
Yeah. I'd like Sorry.
I was gonna say any speedster stuff this year still or no speedster?
Yeah. I'm planning on running as many speedster races as I can. It was just last year. It was a little tough, especially doing everything on the race cars. Just pretty much me and my dad in the race shop after work. So it was a little tough to do all the modified stuff with as much modified racing as we do outside of work. And Speedster just kind of got put on the back burner. We had to basically we had a new frame for the Speedster. We got that last year because I junked it. I think I set the track record and then went out in the heat race, started second on the pole or second. In like two laps or so, we had about a straightaway or so lead. And I went into the corner, it just caught no rudder, nothing. It just got so gripped up in the corner that the car just went end over end and landed right on the what's that? The halo ring that protects your head.
Oh yeah.
Right on the concrete barrier and caved it in. So that motor was, I think the motor had crack in the block or yeah, basically busted everything on that car. So axle snapped in half. I mean, you can see I still have a pile of Speedster stuff.
There it is.
Yeah, there's the Speedster rear that's junked over there.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, so we had to
shop.
hold the car. Huh?
So have a little Etsy speed shop.
Yeah. So,
how's your dad doing? I heard he had a little incident with the tire grinder.
Yeah, he had a little incident with a tire grinder. It got the better of him, but he's healing up now. He's good. It still hurts though. But it's the price, I guess. The price you pay to race.
Yeah, what do you do instead?
Yeah. Huh?
Why was your father even doing that? Cody should be doing that.
Cody wasn't there. Cody was. Yeah. He's having some issues with his hip, so it's hard to move around right now. He's got to go in for, I think, a hip surgery sometime soon. So
and it's gonna be rehab, a lot of rehab after that.
Yeah, so he'll come to Bridgeport next week. You know, it's a little bit easier on the walking there. You're right by the grandstands and stuff. Where Port Royal, you're going uphill, downhill, you know, all over. So it's a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely a hike there. So, sorry.
So what did you do to get the monkey off your back? Did you sage, or what'd you do? Pray.
Monkey off our back.
Yeah, spells. Any special spells?
No, I think we've just been working hard. So when we go out there. When we go out there and suck, you know, it's more motivation to, you know, get faster. And,
but it's like when you're running good, a flat tire or caught up with so much bullshit. It's like, oh man, come on.
Yeah, I know. Georgetown.
Yep.
I think we had the fastest. I think we had the car to beat that night.
I agree.
And
ran right into the 44, and then
I was already by him. I was already by him and Shepard, and I went by them. I had
them both
restart. I was running Brenny down with the flat, and just the second we got into traffic. So I caught Brenny once he started getting up to lap cars, and once I started having to slow down, and it's really it's harder to keep it off of the left front when you're dealing with other cars. You got to get on the brake, get off the gas, stuff like that. Whereas like if I'm by myself, I can go in, keep it off, make sure to keep it off that left front, and then it doesn't dig in. So, you know, wide open racetrack, I was fine. But the second that, you know, we got
jackass around, it's a little harder.
Yeah, that, and then track started to build a little bit of character towards the end of it. So that also didn't help the left front flat, but that one's on me. You know, I ran right into the inside fence on lap 3. Couldn't even wait till like lap 30 something.
I know.
But no, right from the beginning, I guess I wanted to give myself a little bit of a challenge. But I've been giving myself a challenge all year. I mean, Port Royal, we went there. I've been begging Deo to go to time trials for the last 4 years, since they got rid of them.
Here we are. Now he's doing them.
Then they got time trials. And the first time trial race we go to, I picked number 6. So I would have started on the pole. And then I time trialed DFL. So I don't know what I was doing in time trials there, but I worked with the guys over at I struggled quite a bit. We started off at Port Royal pretty quick when it was heavy, when the track had some bite to it. But once it got slick, you know, I started to hang the back end and spin some tires. And I worked with the guys over at Dig, Brandon and Dale Plank. They're a great support team to have. Dale got me pretty dialed. So we worked for the Consi. We got the car better for the Consi. Gained a lot of positions in the Consi. Just got unlucky with no yellows or anything like that. But made it into the feature on a provisional, and then went from 35th to, I think we were up into the top 10, but ended up 11th at the end. But
it's still a good run, dude.
Yeah, it was a good run, especially with the fact that we were dealing with a pretty severe misfire. And
you moved up 24 spots. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I think that's another race where if we didn't have ignition issues,
right. You've been up in the top 10, top 5, probably won it maybe.
I don't know about that. Shepard was pretty quick. So was Decker, but
all you had to do was turn right.
Yeah, I don't know what would have happened, so I don't want to think about what could have happened. But I know that we had a fast race car. We had a real fast race car. Car was handling unbelievably. Those guys over at Dig got me real dialed for that race. Just unfortunate with that ignition problem. You know, I get underneath the car and I'd have a run on him and then start bop, like sputtering and stuff. And I'd lose all that ground that I just made off the corner. So fighting 2 battles at once, I guess. But still had a good race.
I think couple races. Couple races last year at Bridgeport. You were pretty quick. I know the one race you were leading for quite a while.
Yeah,
and I was like, man, he's got this. This is his. And then something broke on the car. I don't know if it was from the lap traffic.
I wore your shirt that night, so maybe that's why I stopped wearing them.
That and this. That's what happened to that race. So
nice.
yeah. unfortunate, but
Those breaks suck.
yeah, we've had some tough breaks with some really fast race cars. So I know that we're going in the right direction. You know, like I said, we have a real good support team, especially over at Dig. Those guys are incredible to work with. You know, they're getting us dialed. I talk to Brandon and Dale multiple times a week. And,
Dale Plank, right? The 77X that used to race at Fulham.
Yeah,
That's a good guy. That's a guy to have on the show.
Yeah.
Him and Tom Kinsella back in the day. Yes.
Dale's a legend. He's great. He was a great racer.
Yeah, he was.
I'm sure if you put him behind the wheel, he'd still be a great racer. But
Carlisle was there. Yeah,
he might be a better coach and setup guy than he was a racer, and that's a tall order to beat. You know.
Yep.
But he works some magic on that race car, and we got it really good. We got it really good for the feature. I learned a lot from them especially between Oswego and now with all these big races, talking to them, and learned a lot. We're going to bring that to the program this year, and hopefully we'll knock out a couple wins.
How do you feel about your package going into Bridgeport this year? Because, like you said, you've been fast there for a couple of years now, and just some really bad luck.
Yeah, we've been fast. Last year, I wasn't nearly as fast as I needed to be. You know,
you look great though.
During the season, at least. Towards the end of the year, we started to hit on a couple things, and I'm like I said, I've been working with Dale and Brandon. They've been good. For that last race at Bridgeport, that we had that shock break on us on. That's not the shock's fault either. That's just hard racing there. I think I might have hit a lap car. A couple laps earlier. That might have been what snapped it. But what I think happened was I hit the lap. I hit a lap car because when you're preparing for those slide jobs, you got, especially at Bridgeport with how fast it is running the top, you have to make sure that you're going to clear the guy that you're going in for the slide job for. So I was trying to get Wade for the lead. I was in second. There was a lap car there, and to me, he looked like he was entering kind of middle high. I thought he was going to follow Wade up the racetrack, and he went bottom, and I was already committed for that slide job. And so I was going in. I was basically full throttle entering the corner. I got out of the gas as much as I could, but hit him right in the right rear. I think that shock might have pulled the rod end out of the threads in there. Pulled the threads out of the rod end, and it was held together under pressure for quite a while. But I think that the second that I got out of the gas and it lifted off that right rear, it pulled the rest of it out and just ended our night there. But I think we were able to salvage spots with I didn't have a right rear made up, so we threw a left rear on the right rear and was carrying the left front about 4 feet. But we're still able to get up a couple spots. But
yeah, I would have waited for the lap car that caused all that. Then bye, asshole.
Yes, it's nothing. It wasn't the lap car's fault either. Just racing deal, unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, before that race, you know, I was struggling a little bit in the practice sessions that we had the day before. So I called Dale, and Dale gave me some pointers. I also talked to Randy Williamson, which he's another great guy for support. You know, you call Randy at any point in the day, especially with how many cars that he has out racing. You know, it's amazing that he'll either pick up right away, or he's going to give you a call within like 5 minutes. So Randy's another guy to have in your corner. He gave me some good advice for that race. He's
a good guy.
Yeah, really good guy too. Really good guy. Really good family. The kid's a hell of a wheelman too. So, but his
partner on the other hand.
But yeah, but like I took kind of a little bit of what Randy was saying, a little bit of what Dale was saying, and we got that car dialed. I got some pointers for where to go in the future, and I think that with the resources that we have this year, between the guys over at Dig and I think that we could get this number, Moss Landscape and number 29 rolling pretty good.
Hopefully, I was going to say, hopefully a track championship this year.
And CSS South Region champion too.
Yeah, we're going for all of them. So
look it.
My plans this year, we're gonna be at Bridgeport weekly. You know, I'm gonna filter in a bunch of the special shows. So like
Him
next
and Dylan hook up. That's gonna be some great racing with him
Yeah.
and Dilly Stoyer. Yeah,
Stoyer. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a lot of talent coming down to Bridgeport this year.
that's
So
gonna be great. It's
yeah,
gonna be-
we have Sawyer coming down. We have Matt's real fast there.
Stangle.
Mhm.
Yeah, Matty Ice is good. Yeah,
Real fast. Kale Ross, he's been real good down there. We got the Watson brothers. We
There's
got
yeah, fuck them too.
they're great people too. The Watsons, but we got them.
Balls.
HJ's fast there. You know, we got
Yeah, when he's running over everybody, sure. Did you got bunting a couple times, didn't you?
at the beginning of the year we had a couple disagreements, but
Right. Yeah.
we talked it over, and
He's from Delaware. I mean, what do you expect?
I've been real friendly with HJ, and ever since we might have had a few altercations, but he's been racing me real clean ever since. So I think that he's just one of those guys that's racing hard. He's racing you the way that you race him too. So it's a give and take relationship on the racetrack. You race people, so you race them how
I
they
get it. I get it. Yeah, no, I get it.
If they feel like you're doing them wrong in some areas, I'm sure that they're going to be more aggressive. I race the same way. If somebody's being really aggressive towards me, I'm going to be really aggressive back. So,
Oh yeah.
but I mean, at the end of the day, we're all racing for a win. So, I don't fault them for any of that.
Billy Jr. He'll be at Bridgeport this year, right?
He'll be at
Yes.
Bridgeport, so he's going to be another guy to beat. So,
Pepper's going there.
yeah. Yeah, okay. No,
You need to send it at home now.
yeah. But we got a good group of guys down at Bridgeport, so it's going to be tough.
Matt Williams is going down there. He's got nothing to do on Saturday nights.
That's fine. It's fine. I think that this year
It's gonna be some great racing, really is.
it's going to be some good racing. I'm hoping that my program is better than all theirs. So we'll see. We'll see how we fare throughout the season.
2024 champ right here, I think.
Hopefully.
Trouble, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Last year was tough because we were bouncing around. So it's tough to. I mean, we went to Bridgeport in the beginning of the year, and then we went to New Egypt for a little bit, and then we went back to Bridgeport. So
yeah.
we were kind of dealing with handicap scenarios too. So, you go to one race, if you're racing Bridgeport weekly, or if you're bouncing around, you race a couple of races at Bridgeport, you're in there handicapping. Now you go to New Egypt for a week, and then now you have 3 weeks of starting last. So,
Okay.
so it takes about 3 weeks to get your handicapping back. So, but Bridgeport, we still had a lot of good runs from like 21st, second, a lot of good runs there. So, I think that
doing some Deo stuff. I'm assuming South Series.
Yeah, definitely full South. I'm going to attempt to do as many North races as I can, and then I know I can't go to the Firecracker 50 up at Fonda. I'm going to Montana then, so we'll see how. Yeah, well, I hope maybe that race will rain out or reschedule. That would be ideal. But
Who got the win?
Yeah, but I think Brett has a drop race built into both schedules this year. So
Okay.
so I can
drop that one. Yep.
Even if they race that, as long as I go to the rest, I could drop them. But I'm not committing to do the full North Tour, especially with, it's tough with work and everything.
Travel and all that. Yeah, sure.
Travel, I'm at work from 8 to 5 every day.
What about Utica Rome?
Utica Rome, I have them on my schedule. Oh, the one thing that
I think you ran pretty good there.
Utica, I only did a couple laps, so we were fast, but I only ran like 6 or 7 laps of the heat race. Started like 3rd, 5th, or 4th, somewhere in that range, and I was able to follow Billy Decker through the field. Was up to 2nd, and then we had some more ignition issues with that car, so that ended our night there, and we had a nice 4-hour ride home. But this year, I really want to go up to that Canada swing where they have Granby and Le RPM, And then
Oh yeah,
a lot of French-speaking Canadians up there,
Yep.
right, Matt? Right, Mike?
yeah,
Yeah,
And,
Williamson.
yeah. I know all about it.
Williamson will definitely be up there for those.
yeah, but and then the following week they have another Canada swing. So there's 2 Canada swings in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's a lot
So-
of beer.
It's that.
Is that for Super Dirt Car Series?
Huh? No,
The
no,
second one, the second.
no,
Oh,
but
Deo's doing 2 Canada swings.
yeah. So it's.
No, honestly, it was great. It was fantastic racing.
Oh, I heard it was awesome. I heard it was awesome.
It was.
I
There's
mean,
a lot of good drivers up there.
yeah,
There at the
yeah.
home track. Michael Perrant, Felix. Wow.
David Hebert.
I mean,
David Hebert, yeah.
switching to time or Brett switching to time trials this year is really what made me want to go up there because
Okay.
it's tough to drive. It's tough to drive, 6-8 hours or so up to a racetrack and then pick 75. I'm
The draw.
for picking dead last everywhere I go. We went down to South Carolina. It was fastest car and all the practice sessions. Not that that pays anything, but that just showed that we had a good hot rod there. And then just went out and drew 74 out of 75 on a track that was in the beginning in the race. It people were passing pretty good, but in the qualifiers and consies and stuff, it was pretty difficult to pass. So went down there.
Especially when you're getting run over by the number 20 car.
Yeah. Where's he now? Where is he now?
Slide job not clear.
Yeah. He's the HE Bunting of the North.
Yeah, I'm not going to throw any shade in it, but
That guy's an asshole.
That slide job was definitely not clear. Definitely not.
Nah.
He got shillinged.
Yeah.
But yeah,
not so thrilling that day.
No, the Warrior. Huh?
but the time trials really make it worth it because you go up there, it's on you. Port Royal, I sucked in time trials. That's on me. The draw, draws the luck of the draw. So if you're lucky that day, you're going to pick good. If you're unlucky that day, you're going to pick bad. And I tend to be more unlucky than I am lucky. So,
Now when Deo's done these time trials, does the invert from the time trials, does that differ from race to race?
it depends on the car count. So it depends on the amount of heat races. So they're going to invert however many they redraw. So like Port Royal, it's normally going to be 3. They're normally going to invert 3. They would normally redraw 3 when they have 3-4 heat races. But I think 3 heat races or so. But they had 4 or 5 at Port Royal. I forget how many they had, and they only inverted
It's 5.
5. Yeah, so they inverted 2. Yeah, so but yeah, I mean it's good. I think time trials are, with the amount of money and time that you put into these things, in the race shop, it shouldn't come down to the luck of the draw.
No,
I agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that.
Every other series out there, World of Outlaws, late models, NASCAR, any big touring series is they're not doing draws. They're doing They're doing time trials, which I get from the fans' perspective. Sometimes the racing, especially on a track that's tougher to pass, might not be as good when you have more of the fast guys starting up front. But then again, you could have nights at Port Royal where, you could have nights at Port Royal where I timed dead last, had to take a provisional in the feature, and then you'll have a car go from 35th to 11th. Or Decker started back there with me. Mark Johnson started back there with me. Mark Johnson started right in front of me in 33rd, and he got up to, I think, what Johnson get? 7th. He almost made it into the top 5. So
he's a Dark Knight again, by the way. He's a Dark Knight again, Mike. Mike,
he's a dark. Oh,
he's
yeah. The beginning of the year, the announcers were calling him the White Knight.
White Knight. I'm like, no.
Isn't it
the White Knight?
No, but
it's the Dark Knight. Yeah, the announcers went low for a little bit.
Yeah, but
we're like, all right, well, we don't do that, so go away.
Yeah, I'm excited. So now I'm not really afraid to go. Not that I was afraid before, but I didn't want to go and drive 4 or 5 hours to one of these shows and then show up because I pick dead last every time I go to a draw race, and pick dead last and then have to work my ass off to get into a qualifying spot. So now it's up to me. I can win it in the race shop. and then unload as long as I unload pretty good, which I think we have a good chance of doing, especially with all the people that I was mentioning before, and hopefully we'll knock out some good finishes.
You're pretty close to winning the Georgetown championship last year too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came down between me, Go Down, and Danny Buck, I believe. It was between
Yes.
us three, and
Yes.
I think I broke the last show.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, I think you were leading. I think you were leading that points for a little while last year.
Yeah, I was leading it for a little while. Then I had 2 shows like towards the end of the year where I broke. So that kind of did it for us. So
Port Royal pays twice more
Mhm.
to win a feature there than they do to win a championship at Georgetown.
Well, Georgetown, yeah, but Georgetown's like 12 races a year.
The sprint car purses.
Yeah,
Yeah, $5,000.
5,000 to win.
5,000 to win.
Weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weekly.
but so the point fund is a little bit misconstrued with Georgetown because Georgetown might pay $2,500, but then you have NASCAR too. So NASCAR.
Oh, that's right. That's NASCAR now. That's right. Yeah, you're right. That's right.
So you get paid by NASCAR as well.
How much do they kick in?
I only know what I got. I got like an extra like 1,000 or so from NASCAR. Something
Okay.
up there. And then what was nice last year was I didn't go to all the Delaware shows, but if I did, there was a state championship too. So Matt won the state championship. So he got Georgetown points money, then he got Delaware points money, and then NASCAR points money for both tracks, and then he got the NASCAR state championship money. So a lot of these things will overlap in the end with all that stuff. But then you have like racetracks like I think Big Diamond pays $3,000 to win the points. They pay a feature structure. However much it is to win a feature, that's what they pay for their points. So it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon.
It's not very good.
Nope.
That's not very good.
The money's got to go to
I feel like if it's a track that's running a full schedule. Like I understand Georgetown, they only run 12, 14 races a year.
Yeah, but still 2,500.
But
come on.
Big Diamond runs a full schedule every week. I think it should at least pay $10,000 to win the championship.
That's my.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of
I
money
would pay $10,000 for 12 races, and they should be more, like 15.
I'm not disagreeing with you there, but I mean, it's up to the owners and stuff over there. People still go down.
Yeah.
And
take money out of their pocket. Fuck no.
But I mean, 3,000 is a little disappointing for a championship.
Yeah.
But I mean, the money definitely helps, especially when you're going after the points fund and stuff. But at the end of the day, at least for me, it's more about the title over the money for it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Bragging rights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bragging rights.
Yeah. I'm champion. You're not.
Because out of you and all your buddies that race, Stango, Grasso, all you guys, none of you guys have won a modified championship yet, right?
I think
so
Brandon
would be the first one.
No, Brandon won New Egypt.
Brandon won New Egypt a couple years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah.
He went on a tear. He won like 8 races in a row.
Yeah, we call that day left championship that he won, right? Day left championship.
They what?
Everyone went to Bridgeport champion.
I have a feeling that the Grassos are going to follow everybody to Bridgeport this year.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't even think that they're sure what they're doing yet. So, we'll see. We'll see.
I think Bridgeport's going to be a fun championship to watch this year.
Yeah, we got a lot of tough drivers. We got a good field.
Matt, there was nobody that he raced against, Matt. All right, so knock it off.
It's definitely the place to be for the championship this year. So
I'd say Utica Rome, but
I mean down here,
There's
what's the surface like?
I mean, Shepherd owns Utica Rome.
I'm not sure. I haven't been there this year, so I can't really comment on the Bridgeport surface. But hopefully, it's pretty good and racy for this weekend. But
they didn't do any surface over the winter though, or anything like that. Right?
I don't believe so. So
okay.
I don't think they did, but
it's gonna be heavy because it's an early spring race. It's gonna be heavy.
Yeah. So it's tough to judge racetracks based off the first couple of races that they have,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the amount of moisture in the ground. And I'm sure all the tracks around here are going to have some character early on, and just going to have to race through that and get to the summer where they could dry it out a little bit more.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Mother Nature's definitely not a race fan already this year.
No.
Mhm. No, definitely not.
She sucks.
This last weekend. Woo.
Yeah, I think they
I
got
know.
like 2 inches of rain down at Bridgeport. They just can't.
Wow.
this weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna go Saturday, and then
Yeah, now we got.
now this Saturday I probably can't go because it's Easter weekend. And I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Easter weekend. Easter. Okay.
Yeah. So, they got 2 big shows this weekend. They got New Egypt for the Super Dirt Series, and then they got Bridgeport.
Yep.
Bridgeport's going to have a lot of cars down there, and
Yes, they are.
have a lot of.
Who's your pick to win the dirt car race at New Egypt?
I mean, that one's easy. Matt Shepard.
Yeah.
Matt Shepard is gonna.
Hey, Anthony Prego.
Yeah, Matt's the man to beat. He's a heck.
10-time champion.
He's a heck of a racer, and even better. He's an even better wrench in the race shop. So what's up, buddy? But
Who's that?
I think that
Who's that?
I think that 2 of the smartest people in Northeast Modified Racing, if they're not the smartest, are Matt Shepard and his crew chief Randy Kosaki. So
Well, Randy Kosaki's been around a long time.
mhm.
Randy Kosaki actually, when I was a young guy, actually had his own chassis out. And some guys were running, and they ran pretty good. So
Yeah, they're really smart. I mean, Matt was, I think Matt was an engineer.
Yes,
Matt was
he
an
is.
engineer. I even think Randy
I
was.
think Randy is too.
So I mean,
You're not beating it.
they're 2 of the smartest people in the Northeast, and Matt is probably the best driver in the Northeast too. So I mean, he can wheel a race car. I mean, it doesn't matter what you put him in, he's going to be able to wheel it.
I agree.
I still work for my Canadian guy, the other Matt Williamson.
Oh, Williamson.
Yeah, I love
he's a heck of a racer too.
He is.
I got nothing but respect for all those guys.
He's going to win the championship this year.
Yeah.
I pick him every year until he wins it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd put my money on Shepard. I'd put my money on Shepard.
11 times. He's going to win his 11th title. 11, right? Be number 11.
Who'd be
Yeah.
number 11?
Williamson wins number 2.
He's no sense of slowing down. He's just getting faster and faster and faster. He's building off the stuff that he's learning, and he's learning new things. But it's tough. It's tough to go in there and beat a guy that's racing double the amount of races that you are.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if we're all able to try one thing if we're trying one thing at every show, Matt Shepard this year, if he's racing double the races, he's trying twice as many things as me. So I mean, getting laps under your belt and racing as much as you can, that you build off of that, and you figure out what to do when you get to the races. And I think that's where we're learning a lot. Going to all these different tracks. We went to Oswego, we did a boatload of changes there. Learned a lot of what we can do and how we can get our car better in certain situations. And then, you move on to the next race and you try some of those, you feel your car's doing one thing. And now you think back to the race back at, like, let's take Bridgeport. I think back to Oswego. I'm like, I wasn't good here. This is what we did to fix it. I'm feeling the same thing down at Bridgeport. I can make that same change or build off of that. And then you just build a knowledge base of how to get your car faster when you're at the racetrack. Then you have guys like Matt Shepard that he unloads, and I don't even when I look over there in his pit, it doesn't look like they change a thing, not one.
Yeah.
He unloads and he's fast. He knows what he needs. But I'm learning that stuff. We've gone to races and been really crappy, especially this year. We were at Georgetown. I wasn't good out of the box. My car was decent, but it wasn't good. Made a bunch of changes, and then for the feature, we had the car pretty good. Same thing with Port Royal. I unloaded. We were decent. Then time trials, we sucked. And we tried a bunch of other things, and for the feature, we were good again. So just knowing what to do in those situations is huge.
Oh yeah, and that's what's going to win you a championship is being able to make those adjustments when you're, subpar
Yeah.
that day. That's
24 spots is pretty impressive still. I just wow.
yeah. Was that hard charger worthy?
No, Mark Johnson got it. Mark Johnson.
What?
But I think I could have given him a run for his money if I wasn't sputtering so bad. But good for him. He had a fast race car that day, and he worked his way through the field. He worked his way through the field pretty quick and got up to a good spot. And I think I missed it by like 2 spots or something, or around there.
I totally missed that race because it came on way too early. I wasn't expecting the race. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the race to be that early, and I missed the whole damn thing.
Yeah, they had like an hour and a half intermission.
Yes, they did.
Before
we worked on the track.
I missed it. I missed the whole thing.
That's from Mark Johnson. We had to talk that again.
Yeah, they called us down there when we were sitting in the infield for probably like an hour or so while they.
Yeah, it was Matt Williamson's birthday weekend, and my godson and my cousins. Williamson was screwing around with the camera guy the whole time because nothing else to do. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I missed it. I went out to dinner and I was like, "Yeah, racing will start till like 10 o'clock."
Oh, I took my son home, came back, and I'm like, it just started. Like, all right.
Yeah. I mean, that was a fun race. That was a fun race. I never really cared for Port Royal just because of my poor finishes. I was never really good there, and I just never had a race car that was good at Port Royal, or maybe I wasn't good at Port Royal at the same time. This might have been a combination of both, but we were pretty quick in that one. And when you have a quick race car, it's a lot of fun to race there.
Is that a pedal to the floor kind of track all the way around?
Oh, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Not that night. No, that one was, it got pretty slick. Got to get out of the gas. That was keeping the car straight and just driving. I mean, I think the fastest line was right through the slick, not even in the moisture.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I mean, there was bite out there. There was bite out there in those kind of slick patches, and you'd find them. But it was a good race. It was good racing. Definitely. I mean, it would have been cool to have that cushion right on the fence that you could blast, but I don't think that my car was really set up for that type of racetrack. But it would have been cool to try it.
Oh yeah, it's always fun for us to watch on TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? It makes it interesting. I mean, some of us are weirdos and we yell at the TV, but whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
I yell at the TV all the time during races.
So wait for somebody to flick a cigarette at somebody. They did something like, "Here you go, you bastard!" Like
old NASCAR days.
Yeah.
So what race you looking forward to the most this year?
There are a lot of them. Yeah, I mean, one of the big ones one that would mean a lot would be the Danny Serrano race. We were pretty close with Danny, and he's a good friend of ours, and to win that race for him, I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to going back to Oswego. Hopefully that's in the cards this year. That was a lot of fun last year, and I learned a lot going up there. And I'd like to go back with 2 cars this year if I could. So I just need to find the crew. Right now it's me, my dad, and Cody if he's up in Mobile with his new hip. And then we do have a couple other guys that'll come down and help. But I'm going to need to find a little bit of a crew before I can man a 2-car team up at Oswego.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We'll see
That's
how the
car.
So yeah, definitely.
And when you say 2-car team, you mean running the small block and big block race?
Yeah. Small block and big block. That's a lot of racing, a lot of track time. So
yeah.
I mean, with all that bouncing back and forth, it's going to be tough for me to. I mean, most of the races, it's me and my dad. So we're doing most of the changes on the race car, so going back and forth, having so much track time out there, it's going to be a little bit tough to focus on everything with both race cars, to do all the tires and to do all the setups and stuff and make all the changes and do this and do that. And so I'm going to need to find some help for those races.
Yeah, because you got to keep your dad off the tire grinder.
Yeah, no,
apparently
he's not allowed to use that.
it bites, and he got bit.
That's why I do the tires. That's why I do the tires. But
yeah,
that'll be fun. I would really like to do the Fonda 200. It would be. I have to see how everything lines up because Bridgeport's championship night is on the same night as the Fonda 200.
Oh man.
So that would definitely be tough, especially with me using the drop race at Fonda, to do the whole tour. But I'm just hoping that maybe one of them rains out, and then I can go and race that. But I'd really like to do as many Deo North races as I can. Start trying different racetracks. That's why Accord's on my schedule. Rare appearance at Accord. But yeah, I think that going to different racetracks will help me out a lot, especially coming back here and racing against these guys.
Matt Rozier wants to
to know
how did you like running the Turkey Derby last year?
That was fun.
it's
Yeah.
asphalt.
Yeah, we were. It was different. It was really different. I mean, I know asphalt. That's where I came from.
Yep.
I started on asphalt before I came to the dirt modifieds, so I'm pretty familiar with that stuff. But I've never driven a asphalt mod, and I've never driven a crate car too. So we made the jump right to modified. So I never learned that big momentum racing. So it was really, that was the biggest thing over there, is trying to figure out the momentum part of it.
Mm-hmm.
That was my biggest challenge. I figured it out at the end of the race. They were all excited. I think that we ran like my last lap or second to last lap. We ran like 100th off of the quickest time of the race at the end. And I guess to those guys, the lap times matter a lot more than they do in the dirt cars. So they were all excited, but it was a fun race. It was fun hanging out with the Hartwigs. They're really good people. And we had a good race car. He fielded some good cars. I think my teammate Blake won, or Blake Barney. We went there a couple times, tested and was trying different things. And Blake was helping me out. Paul was helping me out. And little Paulie was my spotter for that race. And I really couldn't have asked for a better spotter. So
Nice.
he was walking me through all those things, and he was trying to give me some pointers on where I needed to be better, where I'm gaining, where I'm losing. And then we were involved in a little pile up in the beginning, bent the front bumper in. So I had really nothing to work with to move people. Otherwise, it would have been pushed back into the radiator, and that would have been no good. So I really, whereas those cars are a lot of give somebody the bumper and make a move underneath them, I didn't really have that to work with. So it was fun racing that race. It's cool to race different things every now and then.
Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, definitely. I'd do it again in either the crate or even I think the tour mods would be kind of more my speed, because it felt like it was harder for me to learn the momentum racing than it was the actual cars. So the fact that it had no power and it was a crate motor was the biggest thing for me to get over. I
gotta keep them RPMs up.
Keep the RPMs up, keep the momentum. You can't break your momentum, but in the tour car, you could break it. You have the power to get you out of it. So that's something that I think about doing in the future. It was a lot of fun. It was really cold, but it was a lot of fun.
What about running the dirt car there for Turkey Derby? Somebody's got to beat Dilly Dilly. He's won 4 or 5 in a row.
Something like
I was thinking about it, but I mean, at the end of the year, my cars are all almost winterized. It's you have to switch around a lot of stuff to get your car ready for that race. It's nothing like, you can't go with one of our setups. You need to. I mean, you should
wholesale changes.
Yeah, you should have a different shock package, which I wouldn't even know where to start. Spring package, which I also wouldn't know where to start. got to put big brakes on the front end. You got to put might have to put a different axle in. I'm not sure, but there's a lot you need to do to switch your car over for that race, and it'd be fun, but I think I'm in better shape just getting my cars ready for the off season and starting to rebuild early. But I have raced it a few times in Grandpa Horton's car. He's let me drive that a few times, and that was fun. But I think the tour mods or getting back in one of those sportsman mods would be more my speed, I think.
Tour might be cool. You have to talk to Jimmy Blewett, let him get in his car.
Yeah, there you go.
He's another good friend of ours. Really good dude.
Yeah.
We'll see what the cards are when the time comes. But I'm not really I'm thinking about this season right now. Thinking about the races that are closer to right now. So I'm trying to get my cars ready for those, and then once that time comes, I'll start thinking about that then.
Full speed ahead for the Bridgeport Championship.
That's the plan. It's going to be tough. Like you said, we have a lot of good racers there. That I'd like to make an impact down in the short track Super Series and get a good point showing down there. They're in the top 10 this year, but I'd have my eyes set on something a little bit better than that. So I got to try and give Shepard a run for his money, but he's pretty quick, really everywhere we go.
Yeah, but I think on the South Series, I think you definitely give him a run for his money because, believe it or not, if you look back at the points, the South Series is always closer than the North Series.
Than the North.
Mm-hmm.
The North Series, he blows it out of the water. The South Series, somebody's always close.
I think there's more full-time drivers in the North. Go figure that one out.
Yeah,
I don't get it. Comes down here, it's good. Like Mike said, it's close.
Yeah, I mean those tracks are also his bread and butter too. So
yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, true.
Last year came down to the last race between him and Billy Jr. at Georgetown. So
but like down here, the racetracks are completely different. So setups completely different. You see a lot of the guys come down from up north and they struggle on these types of racetracks. They're also, some of the guys are really good down here too. Stewie's real good down here. Shepard's real good down here. Williams has some really good runs. Mahaney has some good runs. Yeah. But when the New York guys first come down here, it's a completely different animal.
Oh yeah, it's different. It's just different.
Yeah, I mean, look at prime example. Look at Mike Hansi and Oswego. When the track was hammered down. Yeah. Everybody went in that first corner. They lifted too early and they all of them pushed right up the racetrack. gave me a lane right below them. and her four car lengths harder and get it to turn. It's a different style of racing, definitely. So, and those guys are really on point up there, and that's why when you see all our guys go anytime that you have one of our southern tier drivers go up and race up at Oswego and race on the Hoosiers up there, it's we tend to struggle, So Godon's pretty good up there though.
Yes, he is.
He's
well.
Really
I mean, how different is it too going from American Racers to Hoosiers? Is that night and day?
Yeah. There's a lot to learn with the tires. They fire different. The Hoosiers are way less forgiving than the American Racers are, and you got to basically know what to do with the Hoosiers. So they react differently, and the Hoosiers will seal over a lot quicker than an American Racer. And like Oswego is weird because you'd have some laps there'd be like your tires would be good, they'd be good, and then all of a sudden they get cold and go away, and then the next restart they'd be fine, and then the one restart or you'll be running, there's a rubber patch up coming off of 2, and you're hitting the rubber patch every time, so you're learning where to get back in the gas to get a jump coming off the corner. Then the next restart, that rubber patch isn't there. So now you're getting back in the gas and you're hanging the ass end and spinning your tires where there was rubber 3 laps ago. So, I mean, it's a completely different animal running the Hoosiers, and tire prep is huge too. and those guys have been running Hoosiers their whole careers, and they know how to get a Hoosier to run good, and they know how they're going to react, and they know what to do, and they know how, like, basically how to prep the tire, how much you got to grind it, what you need to do here, how much you should sipe it, how deep you should sipe it, how you should groove it. So there's a lot that goes into that stuff, that when we go up there, we're going and asking people what to do, but you're kind of relying on secondhand information and whether or not they're going to tell you the truth or not.
Yeah, they could tell you to go in the complete opposite direction and throw you way off.
Yeah, they could, definitely.
James Parsons wants to know if you run a Weekend Warrior motor.
I don't. I don't run a Weekend Warrior motor. I have
No, James.
Yeah, no, we have the spec cars for down here. Then we have the race at Georgetown. I was running my 360, which that's I really only ran that because my 430 wasn't ready. Still getting it ready over there. But most of the Deo races, I'm running the 430 motor, 432 Chevy. And then the 360, I was actually really impressed with that at Georgetown. So whereas that car normally races once or twice a year, I think I might be running that a little bit more this year, especially running Deo North. Deo North, I think that'd be a good thing to bring. And I think that it impressed me a lot. So I think I might trust it at a couple of these places where I wouldn't have even thought to bring it to. And look at Strunky at Port Royal. He went and
had a good run.
He was one of the quickest people at Port Royal in a 360. Yeah. And some people were staying home because they didn't have a big block. They didn't want to bring their 430 because they didn't think that had enough smoke. So, So yeah, I mean, I think that the 360 motors are underrated, and I think I'm going to give that one a little bit more of a shot this year. But got that one. So my Deo stuff will probably be between the 360 and the 430, and then big block for Dirt Series and Port Royal at the end of the year.
Nice.
Now,
you play iRacing every now and again, right?
Yeah, I haven't been
in the past.
Yeah, we were on it religiously last year and the year before, where we would do like leagues over the winter, like me, couple other people that we're friends with that you probably wouldn't be familiar with, and then Justin Grosso, Brandon Grosso, Mancini would be racing with us, Ethan Bill sometimes, Matt Stangl. I think even Papias got on. I don't know. I'm definitely leaving people out. Little Hartwig too. He'd be on. So we did some good races.
How similar is that to actual racing? Is it close or not even close?
Reaction wise, kind of. It's tough because you don't have the feel. Like you don't have the roll of the race car.
And it's all visual.
And like I tried to put my setup in the iRacing car, and it was a hunk of crap. Those the setups don't react the same. But like I can't put my setup in an iRacing car, and not even, and it'd be terrible if I put that in. But like I mean, it's the realest thing that you'll find, definitely. If you have a full motion simulator, maybe. I've never been in one, but I'd say it's still pretty far.
Joe Rogan's.
Yeah, it's still pretty far off of the actual modified racing, but it's both far off and close at the same time. It's tough, But they did a lot of updates, and tracks react now to, there's tire wear in it. The tracks will move up and down, and the track wears pretty accurate too. But no, iRacing, they do a heck of a job with the racetracks. I hope Bridgeport makes it on there one of these days.
Yeah, I heard it's expensive though for a track to get on there.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with all that.
I think they have to pay for iRacing to come scan it.
Maybe. Yeah. I haven't really researched that much, but I think Bridgeport would be a cool one to see on there. Bridgeport, or maybe even
Kutztown would be cool. Speaking of Kutztown, somebody's action if you're running action track this year.
We are planning on running an action track. I got to see how that car is faring, but my modified program takes priority. So we'll see how everything plays out. But I do plan on going. I'd like to run the full season there. That's my plan right now. But plans can change, so I'm not 100% sure. I got to make sure the car's ready. So it's up at Tobias. He's going through it and basically building that whole thing up there, just because we didn't have time with all this stuff. So he's gonna get that thing pretty close, and then we'll pick that up. Hopefully, Hertler will letter it, which that's going to be a task in its own. He really doesn't want to do a speedster, so I'm sure for us he will. But yeah, I plan on it. When does their season start? Like May, sometime around
somewhere around there. Did you guys take the modified up there last year? Action Track when you were there?
That was a fun race.
It looks fun.
I was complaining about it the whole way to the racetrack, saying that this is stupid. We're going to destroy our race car. Like the day before, I didn't even put the body that was on the car. I took like one from like the trees in the back, put that on the car. Like the deck was torn. It had like a foot-long tear in it. And my dad's like, no, we got to replace the deck. I'm like, we're not taking a brand new deck to Kutztown. We're going to destroy it. And I'll tell you what, my car left there with not a scratch on it. I didn't have a single.
At least not one that wasn't already there.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, it was clean racing. We were throwing slide jobs at Kutztown in the mod.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
That was crazy.
When the USAC was there, USAC was real fun to watch when they went there. 40 laps of green to check it out. That was like, what? It was awesome.
But I also think that we all the drivers went in there with the understanding of it's not a points race. It's basically an exhibition race, and everybody raced a lot more respectful than a lot. I mean, everybody raced hard, but they weren't, they had a lot more caution racing at Kutztown. Whereas this year it might be different because I think it's show up points this year.
Yeah, show up points.
Has to go. At least for the South, everybody has to go if you're competing for South points. But I think that by having the show that they had last year, it's going to draw a lot more attention from other drivers now that they see that the cars can race on a track like that, and that they can race clean. And we were throwing slide jobs. I think at times we were 3 wide in the corners, which I didn't even think that was possible. But
now you see that, awesome. You just wait for something to happen.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy.
And
I'd hate to be the guy in the middle.
It was so small that none of us even had the right gear to run either. Like we didn't have a big enough gear. And like they don't even, like after a certain size, they don't even make them, because it would just destroy.
The cars aren't supposed to be on that size track. That's why.
Yeah, they get the one gear gets so big that it doesn't even fit in the rear. Like we can't even run the correct gear. So I think next year or this year, I have some stuff in store. So I know what we were missing, and I think that we'll have a pretty fast race car when we go back there. I'd definitely like to win this down. That'd be cool.
That would be a cool race to win.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a really cool race to win.
Yeah. I mean, that was a heck of a show.
How big is that track? Like 8 Mile?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the smallest thing I've ever raced on with these things. It's tiny.
It's like the size of that court.
Like this, I think it was Pouch threw a slide job on me. I'm like, I got caught off guard. I didn't even know that was possible. It's possible, and then we were throwing them back and forth on each other. But it really surprised me. I thought it was going to be a wreck fest. I thought I was going to have a.
I did too.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I was like, "That's going to be the stupidest race I've ever seen."
Yeah, I was.
And it was a great race.
Yeah,
it was a very good race.
I think Deo said it was one of the highest rated races that he's had. Was that race? Yeah, yeah. Wow. So, yeah, it was a good show. It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad Deo and Doug Rose worked that one out.
Yeah, me too.
Go down and Doug Rose.
How many cars did? It only started like 16 cars on the feature, right?
Yeah.
They did 2 features. So they did an A feature and a B feature. So if you didn't make the race, then you had another feature. And I think they did pay for it too. They paid like $500 or $1,000 to win the B feature. So I don't even think that there was a consi. Like it was.
Okay,
You
so
guys
we're-
make
like a
it.
semi-feature.
Yeah. There might have been a consi. I'm not sure, but no, that it's gonna be interesting this year, especially when I think that they're gonna get a lot more cars because everybody
Yeah.
saw that it wasn't a wreck fest. And then hopefully we have another good race this year.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't draw the guys that caused the wreckfest.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's
Everybody.
a few of those out there.
Yeah, you just have to go in there with the understanding that you have to be respectful at that racetrack because there's no room. There was surprisingly more room than I thought, but there's not much
Room
room.
for error.
Yeah. So you can't be going in there and dive bombing people and chopping their noses off and stuff like that. So everybody gave each other a lot more room than they normally would. Definitely.
All right. You got any more questions? You ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, let's wrap it.
All right. It's getting close to our bedtime. We're old.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to stay up like you guys do, work in the garage all night and go to work the next day. I'd be miserable.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
I'll just turn my alarm off and go to.
Yeah, I think the other night the night before each race, we were in the shop until like past midnight. All of them. So Georgetown, we were in here till like 12:30 or so. Port Royal, we were in here. We loaded at like 1:15 in the morning. But then it's also my fault too for not. I haven't been as productive in the off season as I probably should have. That's why I didn't take my 4:30 down to Georgetown. But I'm actually I think it's a blessing in disguise because we were able to run that 360 and I was able to show myself that thing can be pretty good. You know, so I'm not afraid to bring that thing back to Georgetown. I think I would take that over my big block. I'd take that over my big block to Georgetown, and then I wouldn't be afraid to run it at Del Mar. Bridgeport, I'm definitely running it. That's what I'm running there. New Egypt for the Deo race, definitely 360 there. But even for some of those bigger tracks that I don't want to say that yet. That's one of those things where I thought it'd be better than last year. But yeah, so we should. I think we should have a pretty good program. Definitely. You know, we got a lot of good sponsors helping us out. You know, Moss Landscaping, Farino and Sons, Amwell, Dig Race Shocks, Strange Oval, VP Racing Fuels. Can't name them all off the top of my head, but we have a lot of good people that are backing us. Arch Radiator, DMI Rears. So we got a lot of good people helping us, and that's a big knowledge base to draw off of. Definitely. So we should be pretty quick.
You gonna be running the black car again this year at all?
Yeah, that one's. Well, this one is one of the black cars.
Okay.
Black cars, and then that one back there is 430 is going to be that's the full black one. Like the one that we brought out last year was like half. Like it was my white car with a black roof and black outers on it, basically. Whereas that one we're gonna do up. We got some. We have the body shop, so we have a lot of fluorescent on it this year. So it should that one should be pretty cool when we break that out for the first time. And then
what race will that be?
I don't know yet. It was gonna be on Friday for Georgetown, but I'm gonna take my 360 to that one. So I think that 360 was pretty good the other night. So I would have been debating between the two, bringing the 430 or bringing the 360. And with my 430 not being, it's pretty close. It's pretty close, but not something I don't want to spend every night in here till midnight for all week to try and get it ready. You know, once I get home from work, I'm kind of tired. I'm tired. I really don't want to be out here to begin with. I just want to go. I want to go sit down on the couch and watch the Devils game. That's what I want to do. But you know, I love the sport. So, and I it takes a lot of work in the race shop. So it's something you got to sacrifice and be out here past the times that you want to, and just grind and get it done. But I'm not really because it's solely because of how good that 360 was down at Georgetown. Is why I'm not super motivated to get the 430 100% done.
Right.
Probably for the first race, it would be Del Mar for the Short Track Super Series show. If I had to
Diamond
guess,
State 50.
yeah, Diamond State 50. I think that's end of April. I think, or
Yeah,
is it?
I think it might even be in May.
I don't know. That's most likely when it will be. But then again, I might even take the 360 to that one. So,
Poor Mike. You're not gonna see it, Mike.
yeah,
But
The
I'm
black.
going to see it because
No.
I'll see it.
Eventually.
Yeah,
It'd be
eventually.
It's nice. It's nice to keep the laps off that motor because there's a lot of
Yeah.
races with that thing.
So you might see it in 2025.
Maybe. No. I would definitely be taking that up to like Utica Rome.
Yeah.
Fonda,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
definitely 430. Actually, Fonda, I might bring my 360 too. But Utica Rome, Fonda, probably. A lot of the bigger racetracks, I would definitely take it to.
Yeah. You go Rome, especially. That's a fast half mile.
Yeah.
May
yeah,
7th. May 7th is May 7th is the Diamond State 50.
Yeah, it should be
Is
done.
it?
It should be done by
Yeah.
then. I have to wire the whole thing. I got to get a bunch of wire and wire that whole thing up. What else do I got to do? Not hang the body, wire it. Yeah, not too much. The wiring is going to be the biggest thing. Just mapping all that stuff out. I already mapped it out, but
There's
making sure
three-
it fires up. I've never wired a race car before, so we'll see. We'll see if I have any issues. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a learning curve, definitely. But it should
Short Track Super Series has 3 Tuesdays in a row that they race. May 7th is Del Mar, May 14th Accord, and then May 21st Action Track.
Yeah, so
you get to a small and an even smaller track, 14th and the 21st.
Del Mar. So Del Mar 430, Accord. That'd be tough. I don't want to destroy my 360 there, but I think that would be the better car to take. I might take a spec. I went up there with Goulart broke down like 10 minutes from my house.
Yep.
A couple years ago, and they were looking around trying to find somebody with a trailer hitch that would fit their trailer, and I was the only one. So I towed him all the way up to Accord. He blew his motor.
Yeah.
And,
Rickey.
He got in, Jimmy Wells's car, the one.
Yep. That's right. Yeah.
Out from like the back corner of the shop.
Yep.
Under.
Yep.
And then Mike.
The weeds out of it.
Jimmy Wells and Mike Goulart aren't really comparable in size. So,
no.
So we stuff that seat with a bunch of foam blocks, and Mike took that spec car and he started dead last. And drove it all the way up to second.
Yeah,
so,
he did. He had a great run.
Spec car on bars and a right side panel.
Yep.
So I think spec's not a bad option to have there. But I like my 360 car too. But I also like that body being nice and straight.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to run all those races. You know, they got
a little body on it.
Yeah, I might. I'll. Nothing's set in stone. So we'll see what I take up there. But I think that, and then when's that? You got the schedule out with you? When's the Canadian tour? Because they have Les RPM and Granby. Then the following week they have Merrittville and Mohawk.
Oh, the track at Thorold, huh?
No, it's July 30th is Granby. July 31st.
They're really going to Merrittville?
Merrittville and Mohawk the same weekend.
No shit.
No, it's Mohawk and Cornwall.
Oh, Cornwall, not
Cornwall.
Merrittville. My bad.
Yeah,
Cornwall.
So it's July 30th and the 31st, and then the following week it's August 6th and 7th.
Yeah, it'd be cool
so
to see.
The first week's Granby and Les RPM,
Granby's
and
a good
then
track.
the second week is Mohawk and Cornwall.
Yeah, I hear those the
Cornwall's
tracks.
a quarter mile, I think. I think Cornwall's small.
Yeah, I think the Quebec tracks. I heard that those ones put on an unbelievable
They do.
fan experience. Like they said, packs the grandstands. They had like massive driver intros, flamethrowers everywhere.
Oh yeah. Oh, they go crazy up there. They're,
So-
they're Canadian. What do you want? They're
That
French
and-
Canadian. What else do they have to do?
That and then crack a couple Molsons after, you know.
Or during or whatever. Or
I don't know if I'll
still
be cracking them during the races, but definitely after, especially if we have a good finish. And if we have a bad finish, I'll crack too. So
yeah, there you go.
There you go. See? Yeah.
There you go.
And how far is that? About 6-7 hours for you?
Yes.
yeah. When I went up to Montreal, it took like 6.5. I think 6.5. So I mean, it's not too bad because I'm used to, like, before the mods, we used to do Hickory and Ace in North Carolina, drive 10 hours down there, then come home for a couple of days, and then go out to Illinois the next week. So, so I mean, but I've been getting used to the close races. So I'm not a big fan of the drives.
Yeah.
But
well,
yeah, it should be. It's gonna make it worth it with time trials at least.
Have Matt Williamson fly you up.
No, I want to take one of these 2.9 machines. I think that we have we're gonna have a good program this year. So I think we should be pretty good. Hopefully we'll be pretty good at least. Hopefully I stop running into the inside fence. I have a habit of doing that quite a bit.
just run the high side.
Yeah, bunting somewhere if you have to.
Yeah.
Run,
Well, like,
run
yeah,
the
no,
high
I'm
side and scrape the bumper on the wall.
And you
Yeah, I'm
got
notorious
shilling.
for hitting the inside wall. You can ask anybody that I raced against at New Egypt. Go down. Well, tell me, like, dude, I follow you every week, and you hit that wall 16 times in that race. I don't even know how that's possible. I have the record up at GME for the most twisted steering box he's ever seen. So I got to break that habit sooner or later. But
Yeah, it sounds like it's an expensive habit.
yeah, a lot of left front wheels I've gone through. Oswego, I went through a couple. Oswego, Georgetown. Hopefully Georgetown's the last one. We'll see. That and Uke tires. Uke tires are the worst.
Oh yeah, they're not forgiving.
I've hit every one at Big Diamond. I'm pretty sure. Every single one I've hit. But I still trail behind Strunky. He still manages to get more of them than I do.
Yeah, he's just getting old and senile. He can't really see, you know.
No.
He just hits shit.
Jeff's still a heck of a wheel. He's a heck of a wheel.
Yeah,
He's my pick to win the Grandview Championship. The Strunky.
I think he can do it. I mean, he's what, a 10-time champion there?
I think Guller does it.
Is he going back there weekly?
If he does, that's who I'm picking, Guller.
Oh yeah.
Guler?
We'll ask him. He'll be on a couple of weeks. We'll ask him.
Yeah, I'm picking Strunky. Cressley's going to be fast there too. They got a field down at Grandview too. So I mean, all the tracks are stacked. You got Bridgeport with all their guys. You got Grandview with all their guys. Big Diamond's got a bunch.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I'll be at Grandview for the Bruce Rogers in 2 weeks.
The moneymaker, right?
10,000 to win.
Yeah. Bridgeport was nice enough.
And Grand to win now.
Their race on a Sunday. So
nice.
yeah, we'll be there for the moneymaker. We'll be there for that. And
yeah, what about CBD? Yeah, what about him?
yeah,
I haven't heard
he
anything
can go
about
away.
CBD. I don't even know if he's racing this year.
Who Von Hearn?
he's a heck of a wheel too. So I got nothing but respect for all them guys.
He won't come on our show because Mike's mean.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what it is.
And no, he's
exactly what it is.
He's
That's my fault.
He's a real good guy. He's a real good guy, but he's in it for the business. You know, he's there.
Yeah, I get it.
He's there to win. So outside of the racetrack, nice and talkative. But when you're there at the races, you know, you're there with one focus. Another guy that was like Billy Pouch. Billy Pouch will talk to you forever when you're not
outside of it. Yeah.
Like I remember going up to him when I first started racing mods. He'd be at the racetrack looking at the track. Hey Billy, what you think? It'll be good. Like 1-word answers all night. Race is over. Hey man, how'd you do? What was going on? But yeah, so some of the but I get like that too sometimes. I'm just a little bit more talkative than some of these guys. But when you go there, you're racing for big money. You know, you got a lot involved. You got a lot of sponsors riding on it. You got to do good for them, and you got to focus. You know, so it's
Gotta get in the zone.
Yeah, definitely.
Gotta get in the zone. So, all right, Ryan, we appreciate you coming on as always, the OG.
Yep.
And
the original
we wish
guy.
you, the original. We wish you nothing but luck this year.
Yeah.
And hopefully pull home a championship for us at Bridgeport.
Yeah, that's the plan. Maybe we'll go after a day or one or two as well, but
yeah,
should be good. Hopefully it'll be good. We'll see. We got a lot of good people behind us, so
go out and have fun.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah,
definitely.
Go out and have a blast.
Yeah.
Yes.
That definitely.
All right, thanks for coming on, buddy, and I'll see you guys in a couple weeks at Bridgeport, I'm sure. I won't be there this weekend. I got family stuff to do.
He's gonna watch Jesus Rise of the Dead again.
Yeah, I know it's too far for Brian. He's
3 hours.
He's afraid of driving.
You're looking at
driving.
I haven't been medically cleared to drive yet, so I haven't been.
Best racing in the Northeast, I still think. Best racing in the Northeast.
I do too.
At least to watch. It's most fun racetrack that I race. That I race.
I might go to Pencan. Yeah, sure.
Pencan. I don't think that's on my schedule. That's one track that I've never raced at, but I don't think it's in the.
You're not missing anything. Yeah, you're not missing anything.
Yeah.
If you like to see while you're driving, don't go to Pencan.
What I am looking forward to is Devil's Bowl. I would like to go up there.
Vermont. I was there years and years and years ago. I was 8 last time I was there. CD Colville was there too.
I've driven past it so many times going to visit my buddy up in Burlington.
It's a nice track.
Yeah, and the race last year looked polished off from bottom all the way up to the top, and that's something that I'd like to get better on, because when you get better on those types of racetracks, you have a good setup for that. You have a good setup for the heavy stuff. Now everything's right in between, so comes full circle.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The North guys are good on slick tracks too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that a Mets poster I see in the back?
Not mine. It's not. I hate baseball.
What are you gonna tell me? You're a Giants or Jets fan too?
No, I'm a Broncos fan.
Broncos? All right, I got
That's
nothing.
my dad's stuff. I'm a Krakens fan too. Seattle. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we beat them 3 times this year.
Opening day is on Thursday.
For what? Seattle Krakens?
What is it?
For baseball.
Yeah, I know. Baseball's dumb.
Baseball. Let's go. No, I love baseball. Baseball.
I think if you get hit,
baby.
I think if you get hit, you're out.
Yeah, I'm all over the
pitch.
You're out.
I'm a Yankees fan. Yankees fan, Devils fan, and Eagles fan.
Oh my God. You have nothing going.
The Yankees, come on.
But definitely a bigger Devils fan than all the rest. So.
I was at the old Yankee Stadium once, and that place was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I guess you guys aren't that far from New York, are you?
Maybe
no. Well, or even us, we'll head up right at like me, Brenny, Stangle, Joey G, and a couple of our other friends will just find tickets for like $30 and shoot up after work. You know, you're there in 45 minutes. You're in the Bronx in 45 minutes to an hour. You know, going to the Devils games, it's like 35 minutes from the shop. But I think I'm not a big baseball person, but it was really cool to go there. I can't watch it on TV. I will not.
Oh God, no.
But like going to, especially
that's horrible.
Like I was at the old Yankee Stadium. The new one has just as much like nostalgia as the old one. It's like when you're there and you're sitting down and you're looking out onto the field, it almost seems like it's not real.
Yeah, but think about the old one. You had Duke Snyder and all them playing in center field. Willie Mays when he played for New York, when the Dodgers in New York. I don't know. It's Yogi Berra behind the plate. I don't know.
You Babe Ruth?
Babe Ruth, yeah.
Yeah, but the new stadium has a lot of all that stuff baked into it, and it's really, really cool. That's cool. It's really cool, and I think we're gonna go to a couple games this year, definitely.
I despise the Yankees.
Do you? What are you, Phillies fan?
I'm an Orioles fan.
Phillies.
Orioles.
Mhm.
Who's a Royals fan? George Brett?
Orioles, not Royals.
Orioles,
What are you talking
yeah.
about, Brian?
Cal
Orioles,
Ripken?
yes.
I thought it said
Baltimore.
Royals.
Yes,
Like,
yes. Cal Ripken, Mike Messina, who eventually went to the freaking Yankees.
huh.
I know
but-
one person that's an Orioles fan. That's it.
Camden Yards, right?
One person, big 600 racer, Steven Snyder, big Orioles fan.
Oh yeah,
There
that's
you go,
because
Mike.
he lives 30 minutes from me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not a Yankees fan, but I mean, Yankees fan, but it's not really that super deep. I didn't start going to baseball games until this year, and I still can't watch them on
Yeah.
TV. Still can't watch them,
Okay.
but it's cool to go. It's cool to go. Now hockey games, I'll watch every one. Like
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'll put
Well,
them
I
on.
don't
I'll
watch
put
every
4
one,
different
but-
games on 4 different TVs and watch them all at the same time.
Yeah,
But,
I haven't watched much hockey here lately. I did go to a game a couple weeks ago, but
What are you,
I'm a
Caps guy?
Flyers fan, so nah, Flyers.
I
Flyers.
likes the Krakens.
Screw
Flyers.
the Caps.
He
Yeah,
likes
screw
the
the Caps.
He's a Seattle Krakens fan and a Hartford Whalers fan.
Yeah, yeah.
You,
And the
you
North
know,
Stars.
you know our chant, right? The Devils chant.
No.
No.
Rangers suck. Flyers swallow. Crosby watches.
Oh wow. Penguins.
That's good. That's good.
You'll hear the whistle. They could be playing a random team. They'll be playing like the Dallas Stars, and you'll hear the whistle go. They have like a whistle that'll code it. It'll go off.
Really?
And you'll just hear the whole stadium start screaming it. Rangers suck. Flyers swallow. Crosby watches. It's great.
That's hilarious.
That's fun. Then the Devils fans are great. When our goal song too is telling the other goalie that he sucks. So like,
I mean, he let up a goal, so he does.
it'll chant, and then this whole stadium will scream at the goalie, "You suck." It's great. It's a lot of fun.
That's hilarious.
But we did beat you guys at the Stadium Series game. I don't know if you remember that. Just putting that out there.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
we're also rebuilding, so
Rebuilding. You guys are in a playoff spot.
yeah, with the team that's rebuilding, they're over their talent level right now. They're playing above their talent level.
They have the torch boost. John
They
Tortorella.
do. And
Yeah.
he's scratched our captain, healthy scratch the last 2 games
Yeah.
because he doesn't think he's playing well enough.
Torts is the only thing I like about the Flyers. That's it.
Yeah, he's a hell of a coach.
Tortorella's press conferences. Tortorella's
Who's that, dude? Who was that?
What's up, bud?
Hello.
Who was that?
You don't know.
No.
It's 'cause he's used to seeing race cars. He's not used to seeing it in person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
He's a race car. There's a race car behind him. See the race
That's not-
car?
It's not really a great angle.
It's number 29. Who drives number 29?
Yeah.
No.
You
What?
know.
He doesn't.
You know. Who is that? That's the same person. Anytime you see any kind of race car on TV, you're like, that's so and so.
Yeah, my son would do the
Doesn't-
same thing.
doesn't-
Doesn't
doesn't
matter
matter
who
what-
it is. No, that's Billy Decker.
Could be-
Not Ryan Krejci.
Could be lawnmower racing. Could
Yeah,
be lawnmower
Ryan
racing. And
Krejci.
Parker's like, he's like, there's Ryan Krejci. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
I think he might be big enough to fit into some merch. Maybe I'll put one aside for him.
All right.
Yeah,
You want a Ryan Krejci t-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll put some aside for you guys. Definitely.
Thank you, Ryan.
When you make it down to Bridgeport, that's when you're getting it. I'm not driving it up to Accord. You guys
Yeah.
drive.
Come on, that court's only an hour away from me.
Yeah.
last year,
I know.
Matt
I
Shepard
have to
beat
go
my
to
hat.
Richford. Yes, I know. I've been to the old one. I've been to the new one.
Oh, and you haven't been to the new Bridgeport yet?
No,
I thought you came down at least once.
no.
A white car hat.
That's like
Yeah.
a crime.
It is a
That's-
crime.
I have to go down there. There's people want to meet me,
Is
and
the best.
Come down for
Race-
Eastern Storm.
Yeah, it's the best racing to watch live.
yeah, it's in June, right, Mike?
With our cars though. So like it's for sprint cars and stuff, it's still pretty cool. But the Northeast modified racing, I think it's a modified track because the modifieds put on a better show than any other car that goes around there. I think
Yeah,
so.
I think
yeah,
the sprint cars they do follow the leader a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen
they'll
that
just
too.
they'll just go on the top side, whereas we're a lot of slide jobs. And
Yeah,
so
I've seen that.
Normally, vice versa. Normally, it's the sprint cars that are that are
I'll
throwing
get
fire.
down there.
Yep, you got to. You got to.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're not getting a t-shirt. Gotta show up.
Yeah, that's right. I had to show up.
Gotta show up.
Uh,
Gotta show up.
yep, Brian looks like he's about to fall asleep. So
Yeah. All right, Ryan. Once again, thanks for coming on, buddy. And like I said, I'll see you in a couple weeks. And wish you nothing but the best of luck this year.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks
I'll
for
see you
having
in June.
me. Come down for the Deo race.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe
There you
actually.
Yeah,
That's in July, I
that's a
think.
good one. But that or Danny Serrano, I'm planning on winning that.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you
But
go. See. All right. Thanks, Ryan. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
he's that guy.
What guy?
You know who
This
that
guy.
is?
That's the guy that's got to letter my speedster. He's looking forward to
Grandview
it.
Sportsman Champion.
Sportsman sensation.
Brian Herthler.
How you were so
I
excited.
was like
to
this.
letter my
Mike, I
speedster.
was like this. Oh. I asked him 3 times to come on the show. No answer.
Yep, that guy is the greatest design guy that I know. All his race
He does
cars.
a lot of cars.
Yep, he does
a
all
lot of cars.
Shepard's cars, my cars, Norm's. Puts out some
What?
cool stuff. Puts out some cool stuff.
You want a race car? All right, Ryan. Well, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you, buddy.
Yep. Talk to you soon. Thanks for
All right,
having me.
brother.
All right,
Yep,
man.
no
Yep.
problem.
See you.
That was fun. That
All
was
right.
Ryan Critchin, everybody. The OG.
Yep. The OG, very first guest we ever had.
Yep. All right. So Orange
Actually-
County news is
There is no
that
news.
Doug Gilgarian and Brett Hearn. I'm assuming it's a Brett Hearn. They're trying to work out a couple races during the year there so far. So to be continued.
All right. And Howard is back full time. Howard's still running the Butch Cats 15G. They're
Yes.
running Grandview this year.
Yes, they are.
So that's all the time we have for this week. Next week, who's on next week?
The Colonel, Michael Maresca.
Subpar Mike.
So par Mike.
Yep, Subpar Mike next week. So
Next 2 weeks.
we'll see y'all next week. Yep, for the Mouth Brian Huslinger, Michael Clark Griswold, and Parker. And you've been
Parker.
Black Flagged.